Why we do no contact. Hello, 2020. It's a new year, a new start. All of us are coming together. Yeah. Hello, you beautiful bunch. It's me. Excuse me, because I've had a few Red Bulls. I know I shouldn't drink it, but I'm pretty wired because I've had a busy day. So I thought, you know what? Let's get that down my neck. Kind of regretting it now, really, because it's coming up to night time. Thanks for all the subs and the likes. Subs. It's a weird one, isn't it? Anyway, thank you. Topic for today is why do we do no contact? What is the purpose of no contact? We are really in some sort of desperation when we break up with someone. We turn to the internet. The internet is our friend. We want advice. We need advice. We're going stir crazy. We need advice. What is actually going on in our mind and what to do with it. So we reach out to the internet and then we search for no contact. No contact will pop up somewhere and people listen to the videos or whatever and go, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Which is good, definitely. But then why do we do it? What is the purpose of no contact? Now, the first thing you will actually think of is, well, to get your ex back. That's wrong. Some people will say, well, to get your ex to reach out to you. Absolutely right. The best chances you have with getting your ex to reach out to you is to go no contact. But what is the benefits? There's so many angles around no contact, and I'm going to tell you a few of them in this video. So what is the purpose of doing no contact? Well, we know number one, the best chance for your ex to reach out. That's brilliant. But also the main reasons are for you to heal and get used to being on your own. The second main thing is for your ex to heal as well, believe it or not, and to move on with their life. Now you're thinking, well, I don't want them to move on with their life, but they have to move on with their life to realize that you're not in it. They have to move on with their life to realize you are not in it. And this is the crucial point when they're out there and they're having rubbish days and they're moving on. Because what happens is they go through this actual burst of energy to create a different them, to maybe work on their financial stuff, to maybe work on other things in their life. It's kind of a clean out, right? If you think of it like that. Yeah, our New Year's, isn't it? So we'll have a sort of a bit of a clean out, a fresh start. And that's kind of what goes on in your ex's mind. They're like, oh, well, you know what, I don't want to say ditch, but, I got rid of that problem. Should I say that? I don't know. It's a burden. So they got rid of it. I.e. you. Sorry. I've been a burden, so I'm with you. High five. Virtual high five. But really, so they're thinking, well, I've done that. I'm going to do my other stuff. I'm going to get a new job. I'm going to focus on this career. I'm going to get money. I'm going to be money orientated. I'm going to create this life for myself now. But you've got to understand that when you're going on social media and you're seeing all this, oh my God, they're going out, they're doing this, they're taking pictures and everything like that. Understand this, no one's going to take a picture of themselves crying and going, oh my God, my life is shit. You've got to understand that, right? Everyone takes pictures at a wedding all day long. You don't really see people snapping pictures at a funeral. Do you know what I mean? We don't do that kind of thing. That's how it sort of works. So what we need to do here is when we're in no contact, we need to let them do them. Now, you're going to benefit from this, even though you're going through so much pain. And that's why I do my coaching. That's why I do my other stuff, because I coach you through these dark times. That's exactly what I do. So in this time of no contact, let them do them and you just concentrate on you, because what you're doing is taking the control back and focusing on you. So after you have grieved, and you've got to let yourself grieve, guys. That's so important. You can't just bounce back and go, right, I'm going to do in the gym. I'm going to do this. It doesn't work like that, okay? It might at first, but I'll tell you what, that will soon fade when reality really kicks in. You know, you go through so many stages of grief, and it is grief. You've lost someone you dearly love. Of course it's grief, right? And the stages will come along. I remember feeling almost suicidal. And, you know, that's a horrible place to be in. And I'm sure there's thousands of people out there listening to it think, well, yeah, I was the same. One of my videos, I think I stated, you know, I wouldn't care if I steered off the road and hit a lamppost. You don't, when you're in that frame of mind, it's a weird place to be in, guys. Very weird. So I definitely relate to you. You know, you go through the crying stage, the denial stage, the angry stage. How fucking dare they? You know, so you go through so many stages. So let yourself go through these stages, but do not sit there in your pants watching your box set, all right? Scratching yourself. It's no point. You don't want to do that. Have yourself grieving, but then you need to bounce back. And this is where a lot of good coaches, I have to state that. I've just done a little quote with my fingers. You didn't see it because I'm not on the camera. But anyway, so listen to some good advice. And take their advice if it's good advice, okay? So that is the main thing. Now, in the meantime, what I'm trying to state is why do we do no contact? Well, these are the things, because they go out and do their thing. You do your thing. And in the middle, the space is getting bigger, okay? There is a void creating between you two. And that actually is a very, very healthy thing. Believe it or not, it is, because inside of you, you want to be like, fuck, I've not heard from them. I want to reach out. I want to stalk them. I want to do this. Your brain is telling you to do everything. But why is your brain telling you to do that? It's because you're going through grief, because your anxiety is so heightened, because you're hurt. Now, when we're hurt, we want to fix the problem. Okay, so we want to soothe our anxiety, and this is why we reach out to people on the internet or wherever, because we want comforting. We need stroking, man. We need something to take away this pain, and nothing else will take it away. So when we're smoking like a fucking trooper around the kitchen, you know, can't keep still, we're fidgeting because we're trying to wear this pain off. Because there is no way of switching it off. It is there, and it's so intense, right? So we need to deal with that. And believe it or not, as I said, the void between us, between you and your ex, is only a good thing, okay? Because they have to go out and do them. I'm not going to go too much in detail, because a lot of my videos, I've gone through that. I can roughly go over it. You know, that in their head, they're like, well, I got rid of that burden. I'm going to do this. I'm going to focus on this. And they will proceed with that. And unfortunately, you're not part of their plan anymore. And you've got to accept that, okay? But it's not all doom and gloom, because let me tell you this. When the void gets to a certain point in between both of you, you're going to start feeling a hell of a lot better, because what the main thing is you actually getting used to the new routine. And that is quite a hard thing to do. Before, you was with your ex, the routine was there, you've done things together, you like certain things, everything. Now everything reminds you of them on the TV, right? Or in general life, everything. So you've got to get used to you doing you, right? Now, I have been in that dark place. I'm not going to keep babbling on about me, because it's not about me, right? It's about you. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm here for. But it was this devastating, where I just didn't want to come home. I'd work extra sort of shifts. The thought of coming home terrified me, right? And I had to come home because I had my dog then. So I had to come home, you know. Which is a good thing, really, because, you know, she took my mind off, my dog, by the way, took my mind off a lot of things, which is very good, but still very unhealthy in my headspace. So I had to get used to the routine without my ex being here, you know, the certain subtle little things. Coming home and she was here. What a lovely thing, right? You come home and your ex is there, or your girlfriend at the time. It was lovely. But I tell you something, I got too complacent. I got too used to it. I got too used to her being about. And that is where I slipped up. And that is where a lot of people slip up. Because you get too complacent, right? And you just sort of come in, hello, you jump in the bath. It was a routine for me. I was a completely different guy then than I am now. And I love myself now. Not in a horror, not in a, oh, look at me, but you got to understand, from going from that dark place and crawling towards the light. You can hear it in my videos when I first started this channel. I was devastated, but crawling through the darkness and coming into the light, you know, I'm in the light now. So I'm a completely different person, and there's nothing more than a kick up the arse than your heart being broken. It's true. I don't recommend it, right? But when your heart gets broken and you go through the grief, you just saw. It's like being born again. Is that too dramatic? I don't know. There is light at the end of the tunnel, guys. So in the void, it is such a healthy space. Okay, don't cross that void. Don't mix up with the void. You need to get on with what you're doing. Now, these are the reasons why we do no contact. These are the reasons why we do no contact, because everything about no contact, if you've come from a lovely relationship, and as I do want to state, okay, no contact is not for everyone, okay? I want to state this again. If you cheated on your ex or blah, 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 the kind of no contact, it works a bit differently, but you have to see my other videos with that. No point commenting on here, because just see me other videos for that, guys. So this sort of stems from a lovely relationship. It went a bit tits up and, you know, they left you, right? So respect the void, respect it, learn to cut off, learn to heal, and learn to actually move forward. If your ex knows where you are, right? But you will grow as a person. And let me tell you, they will reach a certain stage where they hit a wall, right? They will. They go out and they, you know, change their identity. They go for certain goals. I mean, I'm not going to label every ex, guys, because we know that the world don't work like that. Some of them might bloody go off and travel around the world and be happy as Larry. You don't know. But I'm saying a big percentage will hit this wall, right? And think to themselves, fuck, well, this ain't exciting as what I thought it would be. Have I made the wrong decisions? Have I made the wrong choices? You know, I should be feeling really happy with this. You know, I set out to do all this stuff. I've ticked all the boxes now, but why do I still feel like shit? And this is the kind of the turning point when they miss you. You know, they still think about you on every sort of stage. But that's the turning point of going, I wonder what they're up to. You know, I actually quite miss them. My ex was such a lovely woman. She was a lovely girl, right? Heart of gold, help anyone out. But she didn't want me. And I had to accept that. And it was hard to accept that. You know, I'd love to see her again and just go, hi, how you been? I feel strong enough to do that now. How you been? Brilliant. You look great. Rah, rah, rah. But if someone doesn't want you, they don't want you, guys. So that's what we have to deal with. When we're in this void, we have to just grow as a person. I believe everyone has a plan mapped out, okay? Just certain bumps in the road that fuck it up. You can still turn things around. Some things are lessons to be learned. If you was this in a relationship and you weren't doing much, for instance, you know, I didn't do much with my ex. I got complacent, yeah? And that's what was unattractive in her eyes to me, right? But you think, if I had another chance, what would I do? If I moved on with someone else, what would I do? I would change that. It's learning from mistakes. And that is the main point as well. So no contact. Why do we do no contact? I hope I've explained this properly, or so you understand. But no contact isn't just sitting around and doing nothing, okay? It is trusting the void in between you and your ex. It's letting them do what they have to do to realize what they had. It's you learning a lesson from it, getting through the pain and seeing the light, reaching the light, and realizing what happened. Because they left you for a reason, right? We know that. We may not know that in the start of the relationship because our head's all over the place, but eventually we kind of know that. Well, I hope you do anyway. If not, you can't do nothing about it. But usually 9 times out of 10, we know what happened, right? But anyway, I've babbled on enough. I just wanted to clarify or go over, or whatever the word is, why we do no contact. Because a lot of people look at it as if it's just a word. It's just something we grab off the shelf, stick it in our pocket, and we're done. But there is so much more to no contact. I hope I've cleared things up for you. By the way, this was a requested video emailed to me. I should have said that at the start, really. Sorry, yeah, it was a requested video to me. Why do we do no contact? Well, this is why we do no contact. To grow. Don't interrupt the void between you and your ex, and grow. Anyway, you're all beautiful people. I freaking love you. See you later.